Welcome back, guys. I am Cameron Taylor here with Brown Down Hunting. Today we got my good buddy here.
I'm Daniel with Kayak Fishing with Daniel, which will eventually become Four Winds Outdoors, but we'll talk about that more later on.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about what our channels are about and what future videos could possibly be about. So, as you guys know, we are Brown Down Hunting. Right now, we just got a couple videos up, and we will be doing a lot more videos very, very soon. And it's going to consist of a lot of hunting videos, preparing in the off-season of hunting videos, and more than likely, a few camping videos and fishing videos.
Well, with my channel, so it's Kayak Fishing with Daniel, and I actually started that channel back in 2018, and I've done literally nothing with it since then. But since I've met up with Cameron Taylor, both of us actually work at MEFCOR Outdoors, so we see each other pretty frequently now. And since he's interested in shooting videos, I'm happy to tag along with him and do this thing together. And of course, you know, we'll be shooting videos, some for just his channel, some just for my channel, and some of these collaboration videos. But with my channel, basically it's going to be focused on a lot of different things, thus the name change. I do kayaking a lot, kayak fishing, hiking, camping, and man, I even do spoon carving and bushcrafting. I never know where I'm going to be and what I'm going to be doing, and so that's why Four Winds Outdoors, I think, is going to be a win-win, but we'll discuss that more later on. So
I honestly think that's a perfect name for your channel, to be honest.
I think so. It's
a really good name for it.
It's going to definitely cover my my attention span very well, because I never know what I'm doing. So but we're excited to be able to do this together and just finally have some people that we can actually do this thing together, because working with lighting, cameras, and it's a bit of a headache when you're doing it solo. So
wish you guys could have seen behind the scenes just 5 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, like 5 hours ago. But anyway, but we're going to go ahead and jump into this video, and we're just going to talk a little bit about our individual channels a little bit more and who we are. So Cameron, exactly how did you get into hunting, and how long have you been hunting?
Well, I've been hunting for about 6-7 years now. Cousin J.D. Harris, him and his dad, they'd start with me like when I was real young. Never really got into outdoor stuff until I started hanging out with them a lot more. And since then I've been, well, I'm keeping that in the shot. That's hilarious.
That was hilarious. All right, we're back. So after some minor set difficulties, everything started falling down on us. It goes back to that whole the setting up and everything. Yeah. It's much better when you have two people, and better. Still it can fall apart. But so how did you get into hunting, and how long have you been doing it?
So like I said before, I've been doing it about 6-7 years. My cousin JD and his dad, they actually got me into hunting.
Gotcha.
And fishing too, really. And at first I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that, you know. Then I killed my first deer, and there's a picture of that right there too, by the way. I killed my first deer, and I was like, wow. Not only I'm hunting for my own food, but I actually get to sit here and enjoy my time. So that's why I really got into it a lot, and ever since then I've just loved doing it.
What is your favorite thing about hunting?
Really just going out, being in the nature, and seeing all the beautiful scenes, and having to really put effort into really doing something.
I got you, no doubt. Yeah, it's you know, it's cool when we are able to put our brains in a slightly different mindset, and it's something good about that. What is your favorite style of hunting, and why? Like, do you always use ground blinds? Do you stalk, or do you use tree stands? What is your favorite method?
My favorite, when it's cold, ground blind.
Okay.
Could take one of those buddy heaters in there and you'll be warm. But
set up a little sterno and cook it a little bit. Yeah, I got you.
But my regular way to hunt is tree stand. But if not, I kind of like to do like a little walking stalk with my bow.
Yeah.
But I do want to throw in a new method, and that's going to be saddle hunting. I'm currently looking at a couple different ways to do that, and I really want to get into that too.
Yeah, I've seen that. And So one thing you guys will learn about me is I know how to hunt, and I have been hunting.
Yeah.
But it's been a very, very long time, and so that's another reason I'm happy about this relationship here, because he'll get some really good blooper reels out of me.
Oh, yeah.
When we
you'll
go,
get a lot more from me from fishing too.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
But anything else you wanted to say or add to that?
Well, really, guys, just adventure out and just start doing things you don't normally do, because like that's basically what happened with me, and I absolutely love hunting. It's one of the things I really look forward to when it starts to turn to fall. Like midsummer, I'm like, okay, I gotta start getting all my things out. Started getting excited, started shooting my bow and everything, and I just started really getting super excited. And ever since I started doing that, it's one thing that truly does make me happy. So just get out there and do things you never tried before.
And what kind of things should we expect from the channel? Is there anything you want to elaborate on? What type of video content you might be shooting? Or
one of the main things I probably will be doing is just like showing how you can like do maintenance on your land, showing how to make different spots for hunting, and how to know like, okay, this will be a decent spot to hunt at, like with scrapes and everything like that. And
and I think that's perfect.
Yeah,
very good.
Little small clip shots, stuff like that, like shooting bows, and I'm wanting to get more into like challenges and stuff like that too, in a way of hunting / fishing wise. But other than that, that's basically how I want to do our channel.
Very cool, very cool.
Well, for you, how did you really get into kayak fishing?
Well, I've been in a canoe my entire life, but in 2012, when I moved to true Southwest Virginia, I actually met up with the owner here at Mefcore Outdoors, and I actually, my wife actually bought my first kayak.
Really?
For my birthday.
What was it?
It was a Jackson Coosa.
Nice.
And I'll be honest with you, I went from canoe to that, and it was so different. But at that moment, I just realized it opened up all kinds of doors for me, because it was lighter than a canoe, and it was just a little more versatile in my opinion.
I get what you're saying.
And it just went from there. So since 2012, predominantly all the fishing I've done has been from a kayak. I mean, I still do like to go wade fish and trout fish and stuff, but I mean, I can do all that from a kayak and get from point A to point B while I'm sitting.
That's the best part about
it. So it was just kind of a natural progression, and then once I got into that, man, it's just
What's probably like the one thing about kayak fishing that you truly love?
Well, I think for me, I think the thing that I love the most is the fact that I can literally take that little plastic boat, slap it on top of my car, and I can fish anywhere I want to. Now, obviously, you have to ask permission in some places, but I mean, I have literally had that thing strapped on top of my car, just been driving down the road and saw a spot, and I'm like, that looks like it needs to be fished. And so for me, I think the biggest thing is with a kayak, it really does open the doors to a lot of places. So
now here's another question. It's more of the fishing asset.
Okay.
What's the biggest fish you've caught? How was your that moment when you caught that fish? What was going through your mind?
So probably the biggest fish I've actually landed from a kayak is actually a carp.
Really?
And it was a little over 20 pounds. And I'll see if I can link up a picture to this. 15, 20 pounds. You know how I don't want anybody to be like, oh, it's another 20 pound.
No, you took this 25 pounder right here, baby.
This could be like 50 pounds. I'm just underguessing. But no, it was kind of funny because we were out on the North Fork Holston, and I was actually just learning how to really fly fish. And so I was just thinking, I'll go down this stream I know, and maybe catch some red eye or something like that, and a few smallmouth. Next thing I know, man, my 6-weight 9-footer just doubled over, and me and my kayak are literally going side to side. And I'm like, okay, this is no bass. And it actually took about 35 minutes because I only had a 2.5-pound leader on there, fishing with a woolly bugger. But that's the biggest I've ever caught and got on film. Now I've actually been saltwater fishing in the intercoastal and never landed whatever was towing me for forever. But it's a blast, man. It really is. I imagine it's much like that feeling you get when you're looking at something in your sights and you're like, ooh.
Get those big
you get the shakes. Yeah. So, but that's probably the biggest that I've that I mean, as far as, yeah, that's probably the biggest I've caught, yeah.
So, with your channel and the renaming of your channel, what are you really what are the fans supposed to suspect?
So, what to expect from me? Honestly, my biggest thing has always been just to get outdoors. And I think one thing that COVID did do for us is it did force a lot of people outdoors.
Definitely.
And trying some things that maybe they've never tried. And so I wasn't having to coach people into it. They were just like, well, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And so, but I saw real joy in their faces. And of course, working here at the store, I would see them be repeats and they'd come back.
That's no reason why I do love working here.
Exactly. And so my goal is just to get people to really learn how they can enjoy the outdoors. Now, kayak fishing is probably still going to be one of my top focuses. I was an ACA paddle instructor for a while, and so it's just kind of in my blood. It's what I really love. But at the same time, like I said, man, I do some bushcrafting on the side, just teaching people basic outdoor skills, things that honestly to me were things I used growing up. They weren't outdoor skills or bushcrafting, it was everyday life. But and then, you know, I do some spoon carving here and there. Honestly, I think it's just kind of looking at nature and just learning how to appreciate it and just enjoy your time, man. We spend so much time working and so much time doing all this other stuff. We need to decompress some.
You're not wrong. Between school and working, it's always busy.
Always. And so that's kind of where I'm focused.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, though. You know how that is. Best laid plans. So, but. And then I guess the other thing that we need to talk about is why did we decide to do the collaboration?
Well, for me personally, it's because, like how you said earlier, how you've had people that you wanted to do it with and never really worked out.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm glad I met you, because you're really big into fishing, you want to video stuff like that, and then I'm really big into hunting, and that's two things we both want to start doing more. So I mean, that's no reason why I think that we were both a really good combination for each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think, and so I don't know if anybody can see this on camera. I mean, with my dashing good looks, but don't spit up your drink. But there is a pretty big age gap here. I'm 41.
And I'm 21.
So, now, the cool thing about that is I think we both have our unique perspectives on things. And so I think that was another reason I was going to enjoy the collaboration, is because he's definitely more in tune with technology.
Just a little bit, not much more.
And how all the, I mean, it's bad. I got a degree in computers, but that's a long time ago, and it's just bypassed me. And so, I'm just excited about that, and not having to do all the work myself, and just having that other person with me and stuff. And I also think it allows some room for humor and
it definitely does.
Personality overall.
As you can tell, I mean, we just goofed over this thing falling.
I mean, literally, we've had this set up
for about an hour.
Before the store was even closed. Nothing moved, and then it just
at all.
The mic fell, that fell, and anyway, that's just part of it, man. And we're going to keep it as real as possible. There's going to definitely be some editing and stuff like that, but you know, we just want to be real so that you guys can really just follow along with us and just appreciate the adventure, man.
I want to go ahead and apologize for in case I ever do slip up with a bad word and I don't catch it in the editing. I am extremely sorry, so please don't be harsh in the comment section.
I'm a trained professional, so but anyway, so I'm looking forward to this, man, and I think there's a lot of good things coming down the pipeline. So and hopefully soon we can get out in the blind or get out in the kayaks or, you know, do something.
Do something in the store too.
Do something. Absolutely. And that is something else. You can start checking out Mefcore Outdoors Facebook, and you will start seeing some videos being put out by myself and Cameron, and we're going to start talking about some of the things going on in the store, and go see wwhere that goes too. So, but definitely like, subscribe, do all that stuff that you young folks know how to do. And I'll leave it over to Cameron now.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And like you said, come on down to Mefcore Outdoors, located in Bluefield, Virginia, in the Lowe's Plaza between Ollie's and don't know what that vape shop's called, but the vape shop right over there. And then here's our information up here in the corner. And his channel, my channel, both in all of our Instagrams and everything like that will be linked down in the description. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Take care.
Quick. Matter of fact, I actually turn it off.
That'd be wicked.